Hello everybody, Sifd again with another Vampire Survivors run. And today we actually had a normal patch. So let's go over it really quickly. We got, for anybody that cares that is, we got 3 new achievements which are bound to the new things that they added. And what they added is 1 new character, insane. I love it when they add 1 character every patch almost. 1 new weapon evolution, also insane that they add 1 of that every time. And 1 new passive weapon. When it says passive weapon, it means, you know, an item, a passive item. Relative and the relative power up, so also the meta progression bound to the item, and then a bunch of things that we don't care about, and then tweak Heaven Sword that it takes longer to despawn, and tweak every level in Crown gives 8% XP. I think it was 7, now it's 8, so they buffed that too. Insane. I love it. I love it. I love the buffs in general, and also adding a new thing every week is it's what's keeping this game alive. Not for me, for everybody, because it's really exciting every time they patch something. So first of all, achievements. Survive 20 minutes to unlock the new item. I didn't do that yet. To unlock the new character, you just have to kill 100k opponents. Where's the new character? It's here. So defeat 100k opponents and you should unlock him. If you already have this done, so if you play this game for a while now, you just go into a match, just quit right away and you get him for free instantly. And then also you have to, the last achievement is you have to get the super Sound of Water. They added a super Sound of Water. So let's go over the super Sound of Water now, because I'm pretty sure people are excited about this. So I will spoil here a bit in case you don't care, but I'm pretty sure people want to see this too. So just for those. So let's see. Labora. Evolved Sound of Water. Damaging zones follows you and grows when they move, which means we're gonna have dragging behind us a Sound of Water. And also it requires Attract Orb to evolve, which is really nice because Attract Orb is something I always want to pick up. So now we also got the Sound of Water being a good choice from here on out. And the character is Crunchy over here. As you see, if you compare it to Antonio, the only main difference he has is that he has 20 movement speed. So that's very nice because that makes him very unique. This part here, I guess it's a passive. Starts with 1 revival, gains 1 more revival at level 33. You see here we start with 2 revivals. The reason for that is because there is a new meta progression, which is the revival. So now you can also start with 1 revival on every single character. And this character has 2 more pretty much. But the movement speed is the unique aspect, so I want to do like a I'm speed run with this guy. So for the I'm speed run, we're gonna go with Labora, obviously, because these things will be dragging around us and they will grow when they follow us, so we need a bunch of speed. Therefore, this is gonna chain into Attractor plus Wings. Now, I was thinking about going a melee build in general, so let's also go Garlic and King Bible. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, and as items, we're already at 1, 2, 3. 4, because we want, the Bibles. And then for the last items, I would assume we can go with, Spinach and Duplicator. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for weapons, once again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then for the rest of the weapons, I guess we can go, he starts with a cross, so we will be forced to have a cross. And then I would say we also go with Vandalier because, it's broken, why not? Also movement speed. If I'm gonna rush, I could go, no, I'm not gonna have bracers. Yeah, we're gonna go Vandalier for the last item, and the item before the very, very last, after we upgraded Vandalier, etc., is gonna be Laurel, because if I run to the right with the speed of the gods, I will most likely get hit a bunch of times, and we don't want to randomly lose the run, So, yeah, that's pretty much the run, as I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As simple as that. And yeah, let's go into this and hope we actually get the items we want. By the way, here at the bottom, I see there is question mark. This, as I said previously, you have to do this. So we're gonna try to do this right now and unlock the Tiragisu, which should be more revives, by the way. So not really something I will most likely ever pick up in any of my runs. We found Garlic right away. That is a godsend. I know Sound of Water is here, which is supposedly gonna be the run, but we're gonna obviously pick up Sound of Water first. Here we have a Forced King Bible on us. I know it's also part of the build, but the problem with picking forced books right away is that we have less chances of finding both books and Sound of Water. And now we're pretty much forced to find both Pijonas right away. Otherwise, the whole idea of having double Pijonas is dead. Now, if we're gonna get forced to pick something else other than Pijonas, it's not gonna be the end of the world. We're just gonna pick whatever we're forced to, and then we're also gonna pick Laurel, and there's that. We found 1 Pichonis, so now we're full in committed to the Pichone build. So now we hope we find Dark Ebony Wings before the game forces us pretty much any other item other than Ebony Wings. Because, yeah, at that point I cannot pick up Laurel, and also having only Pichona is really bad. We are gonna get the cross here. That was a lucky roll, by the way. As I said, we are almost done with weapons. Very quick. That happened like really quickly. And as of items, if push comes to shove and I'm forced to pick a random trash item, first I'm gonna throw out the ring that gives us more projectiles, and then I'm gonna throw out the... Okay, we got movement speed, which I would take, I would say. We'll run even faster. Yeah, I want to do a speed build. I want to have some fun. And honestly, now that I think about it, maybe I should even go for more projectiles. No, not more, faster projectiles. Yeah, maybe I should not... Now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't even have picked up pigeons. Maybe I should not pick up... no, pigeons is good. Maybe I should not pick up the more projectiles. And I should go for faster projectiles, because faster projectiles means that my books are gonna be running around faster, so that there is less room for opponents to destroy us. And I also can go with a knife instead of... yeah, I can go with a knife instead of a laurel, just so that when I will be running to the right, the knife is gonna assassinate everything in front of us, that is. Yeah, I mean, I'm going for laurel lately a lot, so might as well try the knife. Let's try the knife build. Why not? Why not? But the thing is, let's hope we find the items first. Spinach is here. We're obviously gonna pick the spinach. That was a first choice, but we were lucky enough that spinach was in those choices, because otherwise we would lose the duplicator without actually losing and getting anything that we want. And honestly, I think the duplicator is gonna go first, as it is helping the books, but it's not helping the pigeons that much. It's not helping the garlic at all. Well, this is pretty much a dead run, I guess, but it's okay, it's okay. Is it though? I hate when this happens. I guess we can go for magic wand for the legendary. Yeah, we can go magic wand for the legendary. And we're gonna have one pigeon, which is pretty bad. So let's dial it back. Forget the faster projectiles. Now that we're gonna go for... Yeah, let's not restart here. It's not the end of the world. I mean, we're not even in showcasing the magic wand. Like, who cares? The bad thing is that we got the pigeon, though. I hate when this happens. Like, the game gives you one pigeon, and then it forces you to pick whatever item, and then forces you to pick one out of 3 items that is a new one. Because honestly speaking, if I had this choice before I picked the pigeon, I would have been so much more okay with it. But now that the game first gave me the pigeon and then forced me a triple pick... Now, before you tell me that, yo, Sifd, it never is possible to actually have the last pick not be pigeon or something like that. What I mean is not that I don't want my last pick to be pigeon. I said that I want the game to force me to not pick pigeon on this spot instead of this spot. Because that makes sense. I hope it makes sense to everybody that's watching. Let's go garlic, obviously. But it's okay, it's not gonna be the end of the world, the pigeons here. So now that I'm not gonna pick up the dagger, I still think I should go for more faster projectiles, though. Yeah, I still think I should go for faster projectiles. I want my books to be spinning around like madmen. And if we're not gonna have a fun build, it's not really on me. But I don't think we're not gonna have a fun build. Like, it doesn't matter. Honestly, like in every single video of mine, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna showcase something, therefore I am restarting the runs because the showcase did not happen. But right now that isn't even true, so there is no reason for me to min-max completely. Duplicator at this point is completely out of the picture. Wait, is it? Or what did I want? Yeah, it's out of the picture. We're gonna get a bracer and... I have to see to this. And more duration. So duplicator is definitely out of the picture. And I definitely want to have the super books, right? As alongside bracers, so that they spin to win very quickly. Because as I said, the idea is that I'm gonna be running as fast as humanly possible. So I will need to have like a good shield in front of us while I'm running towards the right. Because if I hit something, it will most likely kill me. Especially in the late game. I'm doing the gotta go fast build. We found the bracer, very nice. So now these books will start spinning faster. And hopefully we're also gonna find the more... flame. Whoop. Hopefully we're also gonna find... What? The more duration. The increased duration. I like how this game always has buffs. Let's continue with the Hollow Heart. Not the Hollow Heart, obviously. The books. Running through opponents here as Garlic is not powered up yet and does not one-shot everything. But we do have a bunch of HP regen, so it doesn't really matter that much. Let's continue. Everything's toast. Yeah, I was saying about the min-maxing thing. So yeah, I mean, right now I'm trying to showcase the new Santa Water and also a movement speed build, which is gonna combo with the new Santa Water. I mean, that is actually, I think that is how you combo with this new Santa Water, as it should become bigger and more powerful the more I drag it around, and it should follow us as it says, so it should become like huge or extremely powerful when I'm running around. So I'm pretty sure this is the Santa Water build. I mean, I have no idea. Like, I used the item once, and the thing is that the moment I picked it up, I wasn't fast enough in reading what it did. Let's go, because, you know, it shows. Let's go with King Bible, I would say. No, I don't even know why I'm thinking about this. King Bible for sure. So I haven't really seen how exactly the Santa Water works, because I had no idea what it was doing before I started this shooting. Let's continue running around. Whoop, pick up XP. Continue picking up. How many? I'm getting a bunch of these. What are they called? Spawning opponents. Magically. Duplicator, Pichon. Game is playing with us. I said I want duration. Please don't force me into picking something I don't want, because at least give me the red books, okay? At least give me that. Don't force me to not have red books when I'm trying to do a run as fast as possible to the right build. At least give me a good barrier that I want to set up. Give me this game. Let's go with Bracer, make the books faster and better. Faster, better, stronger. Whoop. And now is the point where we start running to the left, as these opponents are pretty durable, and I don't find any reason why we shouldn't go now. So let's run off. And yeah, until we arrive. I guess I can talk about some random stuff. So I have been asked about food, to talk about food. I don't know what I could talk about food specifically. I'm also gonna talk about something else. But first of all, about food. I eat a lot, I guess, is something I could say. Which is true for a lot of people. But sometimes it really feels like I eat a lot. I don't know, I really don't know what to say about food. Honestly, now that I think about it, it's a bit too broad of a topic. Let me actually open a discussion about something else. So lately, you know, there was a nerf in Inscription, and I have been opening like discussion about this whole thing, but I haven't like talked to everybody about it. And I thought about this now as a general discussion, like not only Inscription focused. Yeah, games I play, and in general games. I was thinking about this whole aspect of solo player games being fun or being challenging, and what is actually more fun. And obviously every person has his own preferences. Like, people love Dark Souls because it's a challenging thing, and when you are insane in it and become very powerful and skilled at it, it feels insane knowing what you do, defeating everything you are finding in front of you, and in general, you know, becoming good at the game. And becoming good at the game, being an awesome feeling, is something that happens in challenging games, right? Because if the game is a joke, if the game is, you know, if a game is like this, this game is not a joke. If the game is a power trip fantasy, you do not get the feeling of, you know, you become skilled and you defeated the game and you are Death Incarnate. You more, if you sit down and think about it, you get the feeling of, well, that was a lucky run. I'm insane, man. Look at this. We're insane. And not, oh man, I destroyed the game. I'm good at this. And the discussion I'm going to open up here is, first of all, what type of player are you? Right? Oh, I just remember another discussion I want to open up. And first of all, I am a person that is in the group of I like to become powerful. I like the game to be semi-skillful. You need to at least be able to make a build. But after you pass that point of making a build and being able to, you know, read abilities and understand what combos with what to give you an insta win, or what's powerful and what's not. After you pass that mark, then I want the game to actually, you know, reward me for doing that. I prefer games that actually give me the choice of being overpowered easily, as long as I realize that I can have that choice, even if that realization is just reading cards, right? Because in my opinion, in general, it's fun if the game gives you powerful options and also trash options, and then you can choose if you want to meme it up with the trash options and try to showcase how insanely powerful and insane you are, or if the game is going to be, you know, a grind fest where you actually have to become powerful and insane, otherwise it's a loss. Like, it's black or white. I do actually prefer it if the game is, in general, a power trip. Now, you might say, yo, Sifd, that means you like easy games. I mean, if you're gonna take it as such, I guess then yes, but in general, because a game is a power trip does not mean that it's easy. It just means that that's the style of game it is, I would assume. So, yeah, I guess there's that about a discussion topic to say. And yeah, I also want to, like, what I wanted to say about this, that it's not really apparent in many games what exactly the game is going to be, but most of the time you can, like, realize if a game is more like, if you're lucky and become insane, you're gonna be insanely insane, but if you're not lucky, then you're toast. Against games that are, if you're good, you're gonna win, and if you're not good, the game's gonna trash you. So, for example, Dark Souls is the second example I gave. So if you're good at Dark Souls, you will beat the game. If you start becoming insane Dark Souls, like if you actually get used to the game and are very powerful, then it doesn't really matter what the game throws at you, as long as you know how to beat it pretty much. And also as long as you know how to play the game and if you know the mechanics. But if you don't know the game, or you don't know the mechanics, or you pretty much aren't powerful good enough, then you're gonna get trashed. There isn't any item that's gonna save you. I guess you can be a spellcaster, but still haven't really played Dark Souls that much, so I cannot really vouch for the insanely powerful... Wait a minute, I have not gotten Santa Maria up. I cannot vouch for the power level of set casters, etc. While on the other hand, this game, for example, if you're extremely lucky, you can easily beat this game. You don't need... Not extremely lucky, if you just quickly realize that, wait a minute, I only have 6 item slots, let's not get items that seem to be mediocre. But sometimes you don't even know what's mediocre, right? You just see a garlic and you're like, oh man, this is insane. And then when you play the game for the first time ever, if you don't even know how to get... I don't even know if you can get the legendary garlic right away. Do you even have access to Pomerola right away? I don't think you even have access to Pomerola right away, so... Yeah. Some things, like, sometimes you just lose in general because of lack of knowledge or lack of unlockables, but after that, the game becomes like a joke. The power trip actually. Let's go with the Super Santa Water. Evolve Santa Water, damaging zones follow you and grow when they move. Let's see what this looks like. First of all, the color changes. Now it's white. Woo! Do you see that they come next to me? Do you see this? They're joining us slowly. Okay, now let's start running to the right and see what this looks like. I want to see what the Santa Water looks like when I run to the right. Imagine if this thing actually doesn't go that fast. This thing does actually not go that fast. Wow. It's not even that good. Maybe with better projectile speed, it's gonna try to come closer to us faster. Yeah, maybe projectile speed was actually a good idea. We're gonna see in a moment when I level up projectile speed even more. Because if this is good with projectile speed, then I guess the Santa Water build would be the character that gets projectile speed. But we will need to see the difference in a bit. I like how everything gathers around us. Duration definitely helps, by the way, because with more duration we will have more time for those things to actually come closer to us. So duration was a good idea, and maybe even projectile speed is a good idea, but that is to be seen in a moment. Can I get first of all garlic and secondly books? Why do I get these so slowly and split? And also, why did I stop moving to the right? Just because Nalita appeared. Just continue going to the right, but just go a bit more zigzaggy, because these purple opponents are pretty bad for us. So yeah, I don't know, the whole thing I just said, I just mentioned it because there seems to be a clash between what people wanted with the patch Inscription, and it feels like Inscription is one of those games that, in my mind, and I'm pretty sure in a lot of other people's mind too, fits to the power trip category. In the power trip category, like there are insane cards that break the run, but you just have to realize that they're insane, and then you just pick them up and win. And then there are a bunch of people that actually place the game in the Souls category, right? In the category of games that are supposed to be challenging and hard, but after you know what you're doing, you should be able to, you know, go through the challenges. And I don't know if it's true. And in general, I also don't know, like, what's your stance on people joining the, like, for Inscription, for example, the game is somewhere in between. But who do you think is going to decide if it's gonna lean a bit more to the power trippy fantasy style, or if it's going to lean more into the broken runs style? Because, like, who decides that? I guess the dev decides that, but who is right about? Let's not say who decides that. Let's say who do you think is correct about what the game should be like? For example, are people who like harder games more correct because the game becomes boring after it's too much of a power trip? Or do you believe the people that like the power trip and like to have fun and play around? Obviously, the people that want challenges also want to have fun, of course. So, or do you think the people who want the power trip and don't want to challenge themselves and just want to have fun and play through a game casually are correct? In general, I mean, in general, if a game is in somewhere in between, what would be more logical? Obviously, in my opinion, the most logical, like, let me also state my opinion. My opinion is that the most logical approach would be to actually give both people the choices. That is achieved most of the time through the simple act of, you know, ascension levels and, you know, those type of mechanics, right? So if you have ascension levels, if you have challenge state ratings, if you have challenge modes, I guess, or whatever, like Casey's mod description, for example, where you can choose challenge modifiers to make the game harder on purpose. I think things like these please the crowd that like harder games, but also like the people who want the power trip don't really care. If they want to play the hard mode, they just choose so, otherwise they just don't. And in general, I think let's continue here. In general, I think that the game as a base should be in general a joke. Like if for example right now for example the game is a joke for me. This game, for example, is extremely easy, right? And that is because I have like all the meta progressions, and in general the game is like on purpose a joke. But like I don't know where I'm going with this whole argument. I think I already overanalyzed it, and my opinions here are for no reason happening. Let's continue running around. But still, I think roguelikes most of the time should be able to achieve a power trip fantasy state at some point. Look how awesome this looks. Look how fast. Look at this. Do you see the XP behind us? Faster. XP is never gonna join us. XP is never gonna join us. This is so fun. Look at this. Look at this, we're only rushing to the right. I guess let's go for this, as we slowly should get the last legendary pretty much. Look how fast I'm running, this is so fun. I love it, I love it. It's so fun and relaxing. You just run around. I guess duration. I should have gone with bracer. I need to get some bracers. These never catch up to us. I need to get some bracers to see if those can actually... Oh, we're starting losing life. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Let's go Magic Wand, in case we are fast enough in picking the legendary upgrade. So yeah, I don't know. It always feels... To me, it feels like Power Trip is more fun, while... Yeah, let me state that. It always feels like Power Trip is more fun, but challenging games are more... achievement... Not achievement. They give you the feel of accomplishment, right? Accomplishment heavy. I don't know. Like, you feel like you did something. You feel like, oh man, I beat that game, and I have actually beaten Dark Souls. I'm good at this. I know how to play games. That's what it feels like when the game is challenging and you beat it. But then the game is a power trip and you beat it. It's like I'm having fun. The game is fun, just fun. There is no feeling of, you know. I'm never gonna say I'm good at Vampire Survivors. This game has almost no skill cap whatsoever. Like the skill ceiling is on the ground. So I'm never gonna say like, this game is never gonna give me a sense of accomplishment, but it does give me a sense of, look at what's happening on the screen. So, I guess everybody has his own opinions, but in general, I like these type of games a bit more. When I say a bit more, I mean I literally don't play games that are made for challenging only. I do play games that might be hard, right? I did play a bit of Gunfire Reborn, I did play a bit of, might be hard by the way, okay? I did play a few games that are not a complete joke, a complete walk in the park. But yeah, it's not like I'm chasing them. It's not my style, and yeah, I think that is what I wanted to say in general with this. I don't know. I just want to open a discussion, but the thing is that it feels like I opened the discussion just because of the fact that I was thinking and discussing this whole thing these past 2-3 days. While in reality, I like start to get burning out because it's a bit tiring, right? It's a bit tiring to disagree with people that literally play different games than you. Like, how can you open a discussion about if a nerf or a buff is good if I want a power trip and the other person wants a challenge? And it's like we're not playing the same game. We're not playing the same game, and we don't even want to play the same game. You know, it's like me trying to. It's like me trying to say that Dark Souls should give some weapons in Dark Souls there should be an insane weapon in Dark Souls that makes the game a joke, and they are saying that there should be this game like Vampire Survivors should be an easier game. What happened? I think I picked up a super or something. I picked up like 1 million levels. It's like, just because Inscription is somewhere in the middle and nobody knows if it should be more of a challenging run, I don't know. You know, I thought about something. Let me say about something else. So, I thought about something. Do you think that the graphic style of the game... Let's see what we get here. Nice, we got the super wand. Do you think that the graphic style of the game, the art style of the game, does affect what people think as of difficulty rating? So, once again, coming back to the same Inscription discussion, do you think that if Inscription was more of a go happy, be lucky type of game, you know, instead of a horror, dark and gritty, you die when you lose and oh, you sacrifice units, if it was more of a happy-go-lucky game, everything is fun, everything is light-mooded, do you think people then would actually realize that the game is a power trip? Or think, at least, if not realize, because realize is a bit loaded. Do you think that people would then think about it more of a power trip game? Instead of, if it was more flashy and more light-hearted and more, in general, more, you know, more exciting. Do you think people would feel like the game should have been a power trip or more of a power trip? And now that it's dark and gritty, it actually is, you know, a game that should be hard and not easy to pass. Wouldn't it be awesome if somebody could do like a field study on this? This is like something I was thinking about too. How awesome would it be if somebody could do a field study on graphics affecting how people believe balance should be, and then have a game that's, for example, a card game, literally same cards, like same mechanics, same stats, same like energy costs, everything, everything, a single thing on the cards should be the same, and the only difference in this experiment would be that you would have the same game with two different art styles. One would be happy, chibi, not chibi per se, but you know, more colorful, more vibrant colors like League of Legends or I don't know, World of Warcraft or something, you know, more of those happy colors, you know, light colors. And then the second one would be like Inscription or Dota or something, more dark colors, more ground, more like Dark Souls, something like that. And then, wow, look how this looks. This looks so awesome. The water looks awesome, by the way. And then try to have, you know, do a study on this and see if which of the two people think, like, let people playtest both of them and then give input if the game is maybe too hard for them, or if the game feels too hard, if the game feels too easy, or if the game feels fair enough. That would be an awesome field study. Well, who could do this? Somebody could like do this. But this needs like money and time, and I don't know if anybody would ever do that. But that could actually be a study. So if anybody is, you know, in in any kind of school that has to do with university, I don't know. If anybody has to do with gaming and wants to do an experiment, I guess that's like food for thought. Graphic style actually affecting people's opinion on balance. I think I'm understood, right? That's what I mean. Like, that would be an awesome study. People... Imagine people saying that the game is too easy, or the game should be a bit more challenging. Like, the answers would be something like that, right? You would be scaling, like, you would have something to question the people for, right? And then I will just randomly spitball that, you know, by the way, what do you believe if that study could have been done? Or if somebody will do that study? What do you believe will happen, actually? What do you believe people will say? Do you think that people will just state their opinion based on balance and balance alone? Or do you think that actual graphical difference and graphic style difference is going to affect the opinion of people? I think it is. I think it's going to affect the opinion of people. Because if the game looks more casual, you will not feel that it should be harder. While if the game looks more dark and gritty, you will feel like it's a bit too easy. And that's my opinion. And I mean, it's completely random. It's not like I made the study or anything. But I don't know. I mean, after this whole thing with the nerf, and now that I have gotten into discussion with a bunch of people about this, it really feels like, for some reason, people feel like Inscription should be harder, although the game doesn't really indicate anything other than the fact that they added the challenge mode, which has literally challenge settings. So other than that, I don't know, nothing really indicates that that game should be harder. Just people decided that it should be harder because you can break it, as if you can't break any other games. By the way, Pijona here back in the is out of the screen, just machine gunning from the other side of the universe. Pijona completely weird. By the way, we were speed. We are the most speedy demon around town. Oh, we got the magnetism. That should give us... If we pick it up... Ah, we picked it up. No. It's trying to join us. XP is trying to join us. Food is trying to join us. This is so fun. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Faster XP is coming from further away. Even faster XP is coming from either further away. This is so fun. Imagine if I had a smidge more speed. If I had a smidge more speed, we might have not even picked up XP. And now XP is coming from across the land. It's so fun. I like this character. So yeah, those are some discussions. I mean, I would also like to hear, by the way, are you guys okay with me talking about completely random stuff when I'm playing this thing? Because I think this game is the only game that I really don't have to talk about anything. Not to talk about it, that I really don't have anything to talk about. Is what I meant. Hey, Pijona is still out of screen. I'm going to the left and Pijona is still out of screen. I cannot continue going to the right and still not gonna join us ever. Yeah, this game feels like it's too much of the same, so I have to speak about something else other than, oh look, we're destroying them, whoop, look, we're destroying them, look, oh, this is going well, look, flame is coming up, whoop. I mean, right now I'm making fun of my own commentary, because that is what my commentary normally is, but this game is a bit too samey to only discuss that. But if your opinion is that I should not discuss random things when I play this game, I mean, I'm obviously also sometimes discussing about the build in the beginning, and then a bit in the start. But after the 15-20 minute mark, most of the time, most of the build is done. So yeah, let's stay for a moment here in the middle. And let's have like all of these join us. All of the flames join us. Look at this. Look at this little... We are in the water, blue water here in the middle. Can I like slowly move to the right? I like how I decided to stop moving the moment other opponents start appearing. I don't know if I should move with my Sada water slowly so it becomes bigger. Maybe I should do like this. The slow Sada water maneuver. Yeah, I completely forgot to mention like what's happening in the game. I don't know, new Santa water, pretty mediocre I would say. I don't know what the damage is gonna write down. Obviously the flames and the super garlic, and I don't know what's gonna definitely outpace them damage wise. But maybe there is a chance. I don't know about the fact that it's chasing you. Because the thing with Santa Water is that you want it outside the middle. Because the idea most of the time is that, you know, in the middle you will either have garlic or the books. I guess it was a mistake of me picking up garlic and books. Should have only went with Santa Water so it was more apparent. how much damage it does. Not how much damage it does, what it actually does. You know, trying to stay close to you is what it does. But still, I don't know. And I also want to say some other thing, a discussion that happened with a friend of mine. Like, this is a question for you, all of you. It's about going out with friends. My question, and also like the whole discussion thing is, how do people in your country most of the time plan with friends, schedule with friends to go out? Or if not in your country in general, maybe you, or you can just say your country and you, I don't know, you can decide how to, you know, answer to that if you want to answer. But my question is mainly stemming from the fact that I have like a company of friends that just decides to do things on the spot. So for example, I'm begging for ski vacation. They never ever schedule it up so to go in a specific day, and then literally at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the night, so PM 10 o'clock PM, I get a message, tomorrow we're going skiing, are you gonna come? And I'm like, what? So of course I went, but like, you know, what I'm trying to ask here is last minute planning happening often in your country, or is it more like big plans? Because I have also heard, like, for some friends of mine that were in, I think, Switzerland. I don't know where's my problem right now is not the country in Greek. My problem is the country in English. I don't know how exactly the country that that has Amsterdam is called. Is that Switzerland? I think it's Dutch. No, it's not Dutch. Well, I'm not sure what exactly the so. I think it's Holland, right? Yeah, it's Holland. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Once again, the problem is not the country itself. In Greek, I know which country it is. I'm not sure about the translation of the country in English. So anyway, classic Sifd doesn't know things. So yeah, I know a friend that was in Holland, and Amsterdam is in Holland, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That lived there and told me that most of the time when he wanted to go out with a friend or something that was, you know, not the best friend, right? If somebody is like your best friend, you just tell them, yo, you're free tomorrow, and then you just go, right? But if it wasn't like a real close friend, it was most of the time you had to like plan it 1 week ahead. And when I say not real friend, like, I mean still friends, but as far as I understood, like, just they were friends in general, you know, not the classic case of we speak every single day. So we speak, for example, once every 3 days or once every 5 days, you know, something like that. Those type of friends. He told me that over there when he was abroad doing his studies, they most of the time they planned a week ahead just to go out for coffee or just to go out for a drink. I mean, that might have been just him and his friends. That might be completely wrong, but I would like to hear some opinions on this whole matter. Like, how do you guys plan going out with friends? How does it exactly happen, either in your country or just in you and your friends in general? Because you know, most of our opinions in these things are skewed. Like, for example, I don't like last-minute planning. I really love long-term planning, because, especially now with YouTube, I can't really last-minute plan. I need to know what's gonna happen so that I plan my videos and schedules accordingly. So maybe some people prefer last-minute planning all the time. I mean, my friends definitely do. So yeah, I would like to hear in general what's happening. And the reason why I'm asking like this is because I might not prefer it, but maybe I'm the wrong person. Maybe I am the person that, you know, has a skewed opinion on what the norm would be. In general, I know that in Greece, most of the people are very last-minute heavy, but not for plans like going for a ski or going, for example, in vacation. Or for example, another thing that happened, some friends of mine came back from vacation from abroad. I don't know where they went, like, I have no idea where they were. Let's say they were in Germany. And then some other friends of mine that are in the same group of friends, I guess, realized that, wait a minute, we can go somewhere outside. We can go a trip. And they literally closed a trip for Rome within 2 hours. Like, the moment the thought process of we can go into a trip happened, 1-2 hours later, they booked a trip that is 2 weeks away. And that's like the most weird thing to me. It feels always so, I don't know, it feels backwards. It obviously isn't, because at the end of the day they will go a trip, so they will do what they want. Obviously, from their point of view, it is not like weird. Obviously, I do understand that. Like humans, everybody plans how they want, everybody does what they want. But and just because it doesn't fit me, that does not mean that it's the wrong thing to do. But my question mainly, as I said, is what is happening in general? Because once again, it's not like I have like a million friends, right? I have what, 20, 30? When you're talking like real friends, people that I talk with and can chat with and stuff. Let's see what the revive looks like. Whoop, revive. Oh, it just happened one after the other. Yep, we just died 3 or 4 times back to back. That looked weird. Oh, no, that's not it. Let's go, I was wrong. Revive again. Game over. Wait. Stage complete. I get 100 bone skull. Revive. Money. Run. Freeze him. Freeze. Oh, magnetism. Do I have another revive? Another 300. Let's go. Revive. Come on, magnetism. No. Now how much am I gonna gain? Another. I don't understand this mechanic, how it works. So right 20 minutes with Crunchy, we did that. So yeah, let's see what the new Sound of Water did. 5k damage. Bravo. Bravo. Actually good. Actually good. And the Unholy Vespers plus the Soul Eater, which I was using to run to the right throughout the whole run, did not even do that much. I guess the Labora was killing whatever was behind us. Yeah, nice. Nice. Wow, this new Sound of Water is actually very powerful. That's nice to see. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. I still want them to add a DPS indicator in a corner while I'm doing the run. I don't know why that is still not in the game. Like literally give us a DPS counter inside the game and refresh it with the last 30 seconds of damage or something, right? Just the last, not even 30, like the last 15 seconds of damage should be counted over there, so we know what the DPS, the real DPS is. Because you cannot really understand. This might seem like the real DPS, but in reality it isn't, because sometimes you get a few enemies, sometimes you get a lot of enemies, sometimes you move around, sometimes you don't move around, and you can test all that if you have a real-time DPS counter. So yeah. Maybe not even 15 enemies, like in 15 seconds, every 5 seconds refresh it, as simple as that. And we have not picked up that thing yet, the tiramisu, right? Yeah, tiragisu. But it's gonna be a revive, like the icon is literally the same with this thing. So, by the way, let me show you something here. Do you see that I have 64,000? If I reroll this with however, if I just go all of them in order, you're gonna see we're not gonna have 56,000. Let me just upgrade these in whatever order possible. I still don't believe that they have this. Look at this. I'm not even able to buy everything. I'm not even able to buy everything. Oh, Sifd is cheating. Yeah, no, I just buy the expensive ones first. and then just like that, from not being able to buy everything, we're gonna just transition over to literally buying everything and having also 1 million in the bank. I might have less money than I had when I began this whole thing. Well, 67th, I guess I did this better than what I did before this run. Anyway, really weird mechanic there. So yeah, those are all the discussions I opened up. So if you want to do an input on those, just comment down below. I guess maybe you want to be my friend that plans long-term, has long-term plans and goes skiing. Plans going somewhere 4 days in advance instead of half a day instead of the previous night, or plans going into vacation 2 or 3 months in advance instead of literally 2 weeks in the future just because you found cheap flights. What are they called? Cheap flights. I guess that's fair, right? Finding cheap flights to go for vacation, even if it's like literally in a week, that's fair. That's fair. But what I don't find fair is, you know, sometimes begging, or not begging, like sometimes asking your friends, yo, do you guys want to go vacation somewhere? And they're, yeah, that's a good idea. We can go vacation to, let's randomly say Germany, okay? We can go to vacation to Germany. Why not? Yeah, we're going to plan this. Yeah, we're going to plan this. Yeah, we're going to plan this. And then they book a trip for Rome, literally planned within one hour. 1 hour planning, and they just go for another country you have not suggested, or you know, not suggested, but obviously they can do whatever you want. I'm a bit salty because I don't know. It just popped in my mind and just want to express my opinion here. I like sharing things with you, and also, you know what is more important to me? Actually, not more important. I would like to know if you actually, maybe I'm gonna upload a poll. Yeah, I'm gonna upload a poll and ask if people want me to talk about random stuff in Vampire Survivors or not, because this is like the main game that I am talking about random stuff about, and I really don't want to make people stop watching this just because they don't like the commentary. So if you guys really don't like the commentary about random stuff, just comment down below telling me that you don't like the commentary about random stuff. On the other hand, if you actually like the commentary about random stuff, then you can just comment either that fact or just comment about the things I say themselves. Because obviously, if you're gonna answer something I'm asking and talking about, I literally realize that you like this content, right? I think that goes hand to hand. Otherwise, it would be a bit weird. Yo, Sifd, I hate the fact that you're talking about, I don't know, game balance, but I'm gonna answer you about the game balance thing you just asked. Yeah, that would be weird. Anyway, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, helps out the channel, also makes the algorithm know that you want to see more of this. And yeah, talked about a few things today. I have to say, my statements though are, I like the new Underwater. I like the new character, running around with the speed of the wind is awesome. Revive, really not needed. If anything, it's just another safety option that you will not lose the run. I don't think you can literally lose the run with that character. Having 3 revives, like, let's say 2 revives if you don't have the meta progression. Having 2 revives, I don't think you can lose, man. Because at this game, you were losing... Normally, when do you lose in this game? At the 20-minute mark? I don't think so. At the 25-minute mark? I don't think so. Maybe at the 28-minute mark, 27-minute mark, depending on your build. Most of the time, you lost there. 28, 29-minute mark. Now, if you have 2 revives, well, most likely you're not gonna die at that point. Depends, though. Because if you're, like, full-on surrounded, you might die instantly. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I really like the new Water. That's what's important. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. Once again, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.